friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 139. Wow. I don't know why that number seems so big to me, but it does. Welcome. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan, and I love to crochet and I love to knit, and you can find all that yarny goodness in my social media, which is linked down below, as well as all the patterns that I talk about, any fancy yarns that I have to talk about. They will also be linked down below as well. If you have any questions, my email is down there. Just email me, lorilulu327@gmail.com. I will be sure to see it there. I'm pretty good at comments. Yeah, you know how it goes. Life kind of gets in the way sometimes. So, with that, let's talk about life stuff, shall we? So, the last video you saw, I was on a cruise. Yes, my husband and I, he was on, so those of you who are new, welcome. My husband is a pastor, and he had a 6-week sabbatical from the church. And we were just joking around, like, let's just see if we can fit in a cruise in this sabbatical. Like, it's a break from part of, like, one of his jobs. The other job, we still have to work. I still have to work. And it's like, let's just see if we could fit one in, budget-wise, time-wise, vacation-wise. Let's see, let's just see. And it worked. Budgetary-wise, like, I was shocked. I was like, we're going on a cruise in a month? Like, what? So yeah. So the last episode, last vlog you saw was of what I made on the cruise. As well as some cruise footage as well, because, you know, the Bahamas are amazing. And they're just gorgeous. But I will say, the Monday before we left, I was driving home from work, and I don't work that far away. And my tire light came on. I'm like, oh no. And that always stresses me out, especially since October of 2020, I had a flat tire on the interstate and I had to change it all by myself. So I was kind of like, ooh. But, you know, thankfully I'm close to home, so got home, Ryan checked, there was a screw in my tire. The building, the group home building that is next to my office, they had just redone the roof, and they missed a couple screws. So that Monday night was me spent at the tire shop. At first I was just gonna get a patch, and then they're like, oh, you already have another patch in there, and for safety reasons, I get it. We have to get a new tire, so that's what we did. Which is what you want to do right before you go on vacation, is deal with car stuff. So yeah, that was frustrating. And then another frustrating part that happened that week. So the cruise that we went on was a Disney cruise, which I love. My husband loves them too. But, and Disney is very good about, like, if something is wrong, they will do what it takes to fix it. And we have bought new luggage 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't remember. It was in the first vacation. We had a crack on the side of the, like, the hard luggage that's supposed to last. We had a crack within the first vacation. Probably from the airport. I don't know if you've seen the videos of them sorting the luggage. It's like, boom! And yeah. So, not that I worried about our luggage at all, but I was like, we probably should be looking at getting a new one because this isn't good. Well, we get on the ship. Well, first we get to the port, drop off we had one bag. Drop it off with the porters there. We get on the ship, and then they deliver it to our room. So we had gotten in our room about 1:30 that afternoon. Around 2:30 is when they dropped off our luggage. And so when I went out to go get it, I couldn't pull it in. Like, the wheel wasn't working right. And I was like, what is wrong? And so I get it in, and I was like, I kind of looked. Ryan was taking a nap, so I'll just leave him be. I'll kind of quickly glance at it. Excuse me. And I was like, there's something wrong with the wheel. Like, this is not good. And so I just left it there. I laid down to take a nap as well. And it was around 3 maybe. We got a phone call in our stateroom, and we usually don't get phone calls. So we call. It was actually our stateroom hostess, and she was like, so there's something wrong with your bag. And I was like, yeah, I know. I didn't say it like that, but, so when we finally pulled it up on the bed so we could examine it, it must have fallen off of one, they had the suitcases piled high on the carts, and it must have fallen off right on those 2 wheels because they were totally busted off. It was insane. And we're not sure what the airlines will not take this. They will not take this to we have no other luggage. So what's gonna happen? We checked with guest services. They're like, we'll have maintenance come by and look at it, see if they can fix it. And Ryan's like, no amount of pixie dust is gonna fix this. So, which it did not work. I think we spent a lot more time at guest services this time than all of our cruises combined. Anyway, Disney provided us with a brand new luggage, brand new suitcase. We were hoping for a Disney Cruise Line $200 suitcase. No, just something that they have in their storage that they keep just for these purposes. So we have brand new luggage, and it has a lock on it, which makes me happy. I just got to figure out how to set the lock. I didn't try it on our way back, and it survived the way back. I was very happy about that. But since we've been back from the cruise, I was at work, and my coworker's like, are you going to Michigan this weekend? I was like, yeah, why? And she goes, well, that just seems to be what you do. You go on vacation and then you go visit your mom the next weekend. I was like, yeah, so I can tell my mom all about my vacation and what we got up to. Oh, I was like, you're not recognizing my patterns. Got it. So we spent the weekend with my parents. It was our last weekend of sabbatical. Just had a great time with them. We went yarn shopping. We also went to Joann's, because it's closing, and I didn't really go look at yarn because I'm on a yarn ban. Bad time for all these sales, right? But I was like, there's nothing I really need. I'm set with yarn for a while. I don't need, but I was just wanting to look. I've been working on switching over all my crochet hooks to the Clover and Moore, so I was like, let's see what they have there. They didn't have the sizes I needed, but they had some really cute notions. and I grabbed them like, oh, I want to buy these. And then I turned around and I saw the line to check out, and I was like, I don't need these that badly, and I put them away. I was like, let's go. Because that line was long. So, but I had a great time with my parents. We also met up with my aunt and uncle, celebrated their anniversary. And so, yeah. And then this last weekend, was our first Sunday back to church. We've really missed our church people. Ryan was like, I don't miss writing sermons, but that's kind of your job. So, no, he was fine. Like, he had been planning, like, okay, the whole time, like, even though he wasn't supposed to be thinking about it, he was like, oh, I want to do this for the first sermon. I want to do this series next. And, now that we're in the season of Lent, getting ready for Easter, he has all these ideas. So hopefully that'll help make things easier. But anyway, and I was supposed to record a podcast this weekend, but with everything that we've been going through, and well, just in the last few weekends were quite busy. And last week was a crazy week. Both of us just seemed exhausted all week. And so Saturday was like, I don't feel like recording. I'll record on Sunday. Not thinking of the time change. And so that threw off everything yesterday. So now I'm recording today, and it's Monday, and it's a great day. It actually got up to 67 degrees today outside. Like, you can't see, but I'm in shorts, and spring is coming. Spring is coming, and the warm weather is coming. I'm very excited about this. So, with that, let's talk about all the yarny goodness. Finished objects. The first one I want to talk about, I don't have with me. But I do have a little video if you want to see. I'll put it over. I finished the Alaska hat for my cousin. It was living in my Star Trek bag. The Alaska hat is a Camille something. It'll be on the screen. The yarn that I used was Knit Circus Yarns. It was in her Alaska hat yarn kit. These were the colors. So this is Stargazing, and this is April Skies, which I was like, oh, so close, because my cousin's birthday is in March. And I was like, oh, so this is it. For me, it's March skies. So yeah, beautiful colors. She's already received the hat. She loved it. I'm very excited. Yeah. And then she sent me pictures of her birthday party, and it was fabulous. So she had a fiesta. So yeah. The next finished object is one that's been sitting for a while, and I was like, I finally finished it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. So this one is my own design. It is called the Podcaster Shawl. It was living in my Dodgy bag here. There you can see it's official. It's a Dodgy bag. It has the pin. The yarn that I used. This is all I have left. So the gray, this one, is Bernat Softy Baby. Yeah. It's 100% acrylic. This colorway is called Flannel. And then this one is all that's left of the purple part of the Lion Brand Mandala in the colorway Gnome. So what I did was, I didn't really like the color sequence that it came in, so I cut everything up and then redid my own color sequence. sequins. Anyway, so here we go. Ta-da! So this stitch marker, the heartbeat with a coffee cup, that is where I was last time. So I've did all of this and this. It has not been washed or blocked yet. That's going to happen now that I've shown you. This is just gonna be washed in the washer and then dried in the dryer because it's 100% acrylic, and you can do that and it'll be just fine. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect because this is just gonna be for around the house. This was the first one I ever did. Let's see. Let's measure these. And I love how soft, like, and flexible this is. And it's been washed and dried several times. So, this is where they start. I just wanted to see how, oh, this one's shorter. I thought this one was gonna be longer. It's a good 3 inches. Anyway, the whole time I was working on this one and finishing it up, I was like, this one's so long. It's so much longer than the other one. I just proved myself wrong. You saw it here. So, excited to have that off the hook. The other finished object is another crocheted object. The Alaska hat was knit, crochet, crochet. So I finished the Bantam wrap, which is by Deanne Ramsey. It was living in this bag, batik bag that I got from Allie, Little Drops of Wonderful. Let's see, can you focus on there? Come on. Nope, not wanting to focus. So, the yarn that I used, do I have it? I do. That's all I have left. Was a 24-day Advent calendar. And I got the 20-gram minis. So they are 20 grams. And this is all that's left. I should say I did the Bantam-ish wrap, because the Bantam wrap is supposed to be a parallelogram and it kind of goes at an angle. But mine was not working out right. So I got online, looked at some charts, and I made mine straight. So, let me show you the right side. So, we start, day 1 is here. And it goes all the way through. Last you saw, I was here in this blue. And then it went to these beautiful purples. And into pinks, and then ended with the red. This is how wide it is. Pretty wide. I think I did the stitch count. I kept the stitch count the same for the medium wrap. Because she has a small, large, small, medium, large. Yeah. So, basically what I did was I wound up each little mini, and when I got to the end, I did a magic knot. I still have the ends out. I'm scared to cut them. I don't know why. I just am. I mean, I can fix it, no big deal. But yeah, I still have all the ends. And I just crocheted and crocheted, and if I ended up switching colors in the middle of a row, I didn't care. So, I am glad this is done. I can wrap it once for, it's still pretty long. If I need to, I can do another wrap if I want. I was so excited to have this done, and then it got warm outside. And now I can't wear it. Yeah, I'm half tempted to just leave the ends, honestly. If I wear it just right, nobody will know, especially if it's tucked in my coat. Keep me warm on these frigid Chicago days that are no more. Anyway, I love this. It's so beautiful. I actually finished this while I was at my parents' last weekend. And I washed and blocked it, and when you walked upstairs, you could smell the wool. Like, because it's so big, there's so much wool here. It took it, like, as soon as you walked upstairs, you could smell the wool, and I loved it. I loved it. I just keep looking at all these beautiful colors. Beautiful. I even like these browns and yellows too. I mean, they're not my favorite, but okay. We'll set you aside for a colder day when you'll be needed. Because you will be needed, I promise. Okay, so those are all my finished objects. I have several makes in progress. I have 4. Let me tidy up real quick. So I have 4 makes in progress. 2 crochet, 2 knitting. We'll start with the one that's been a make in progress longest. That is living in my Christmas narwhal bag. This is an Advent make. So I have 2 friends. We swap for Advent. So I send 12 to one, 12 to the other. And they both send 12 to me and 12 to each other. So we have 24 little presents every day during Advent. Ooh, as I throw my crochet hook. This is a Chow bamboo one. It's fine. It works. It helps. I've realized I really like the Clover Moors best. So that is what, blah, blah, blah. For this last year's Advent, I am making a granny stitch shawl. So really easy to do. During our sabbatical, Ryan and I did several date nights to the movies, and so this is what I would take with me. Yes, even in February, I would be taking a Christmas project bag with me. So same thing that I did before with the other Advent. I'd wind up the yarn, do a magic knot, and so, I mean, look. It was like, this is what I love about this Advent swap, is you get such different colors that I normally wouldn't pick. They probably wouldn't pick the same colors I would, so they get fun colors from me. So here's my granny Advent. Yeah, you can see the ends are still out from the magic knots. Not sure I want to cut them either. So, we are caught on stitch marker. Hold on. There. My goodness. Okay, so last time you saw, I was here. And I did these 2 rows, and I've started this new color here. And yeah, this is how my Advent granny wrap is looking so far. And I think what I'm going to do, even when I finish this year's Advents, I'm going to keep adding, make it like a really big blanket, kind of thing. A shawl blanket. Yeah, that's the plan. We shall see. But this one's fun to take. Ryan had mentioned something about us going to the movies and yarn was taken, and my cousin's wife was like, wait, you crocheted or knitted in the movie? How could you do that without seeing? And I was like, with a granny stitch, it's pretty easy. So, making progress number 1. I'm going to show you the 2 knitting projects. One you saw before. I've switched bags again, honestly. It is the make I took with me on the cruise. I switched it to my Jolly Holiday bag. It is the Olori top. The yarn that I am using is from Joann's. Here, let me pull up the full one. This is Joann's Big Twist Fleck. So it's 100% acrylic, and the colorway is Ice Cream Cake. This was a discontinued yarn anyway, from last year. And yeah. And now it's going to be really, really discontinued. So here we are. Let me just show you what's going on here. I have taken it off the needles, put it on some scrap yarn so I could try it on. Here's where I was last time. And then, so I've done several inches here. I have finished the sleeve increases. And now so basically with the Olori top, you do all the increases for the sleeve, and then you'll do a ribbed cuff, while also doing a few more increases. Keep that in mind. And then when you're done with that band, with that ribbed edging, you bind off the sleeves, and the sleeves are done. And then you just have the body to do. So that's where we are in that. Now, where are they at? There we go. So for the trip, I bought these Luca knitting needles. They're wooden needles. They are, so it's the Luca Indigo wooden needles, because I was worried about security taking my needles. Like these a lot. They're very sticky though, so the yarn doesn't slip very well, which is a good thing. But it's also like, I feel like I was like really pulling to move the project around, like move it around so I could get to the next part of where I needed to knit. So when I got to the part where it's like, try it on, I figured I'll take these out, switch back to my trusty ChowGoo red lace. It'll just be faster on that. So that's what I'm going to do next. Put those back on and finish the sleeves. There's 10 rows of ribbing for the sleeves, and then it's the body. I'm loving this. And I think, even though it is acrylic, it's short sleeved. Uh-oh, my necklace got caught. It's short sleeved. It should be nice for Easter. Like, I think that would be really cute to wear for Easter. So, it's over a month away. I think I'm good. I hope I'm good. My other knitting project is a pair of socks, of course. I started these in the beginning of February, and I worked on them, and then I didn't touch them for 2 weeks. But they are my Valentine socks. As we're getting close to St. Patrick's Day. Had to think there for a minute. But they are living in my Rapunzel bag, made by me. It's a dodgy bag. The yarn that I'm using, Oh, I can't even see it. It is Expression Fiber Arts. This was an Oopsie mystery pack that I bought on sale. It was a good deal. So I wasn't sure what colors I was going to be getting, but I figured, hey, I've always wanted to try their yarns, and so this was a good deal. So here are the two colors I have. I have pink and I have this wine color. It's showing up more red on the camera, but because I like to do my socks 2 at a time, I have 2 little mini skeins here, which I just show you. And then I took a sock and I cut off the toe, and so hey, it's holding my yarn together. Although I have noticed there's something about winding these yarns that it's all tangled up and I'm getting a lot of yarn vomit out of this. So I think I'm going to rewind, be kind and rewind my little skeins. Hopefully that'll work out better. Because see, like, there's a lot of yarn vomit coming out of this one. So this is where I'm at right now. I am in the middle of a heel. But so last time you saw I was here, you can see this hot garbage here. I tried to do some color work, a little heart on there. Didn't like it, so I ripped it out, and in picking up stitches, it's a mess. And I feel like this tonal yarn does nothing to hide all that mess. I thought about pulling it out, starting over, and I was like, you know what? No, this is a learning, I'll still wear these. People probably won't see that part because it'll be in my shoe. So yeah, so here's where I was last time. Finished the pink stripe, got into the wine, and then now I'm back to finish the pink stripe, back into the wine, started the heel. I mean, I'm like 6 rows into the heel, not very far. But tomorrow night, Ryan has a meeting, and it's here at the house, so I'll be sequestered in the guest room, and I'll probably finish both heels that night, or tomorrow night. So, there's that. My last big in progress is one that I don't want to show you. That's because it is an iconic woman, and I don't like to show them mid-make. I just feel like it's disrespectful to them. I know it's just a doll representing an awesome lady, but you'll just have to wait till she's done. So I am working on Grace Hopper. And look at her, how cute she is. Oh, I love it. I was talking with my aunt when I saw her, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do Grace Hopper. And she's like, really? So my cousin, her son was in the Navy and had heard about this lady, and the work that she did on the computers and stuff was just pretty cool. So I'm excited. Tonight I'm going back to Love Knots. I haven't been since sabbatical started, so I'm taking Grace with me to work on that tonight. And those are all my makes in progress. Now, I did tell you that I went yarn shopping. Do you want to see what I got? So visiting my parents, they have a yarn shop near them. So yeah, I went to the Guerin house. Mom requested, she's like, I'm going to commission you to make me a pair of socks. I'm like, okay. She went into detail about why she wants flamingo socks. And so I was online trying to find, like, if there was any colorwork pattern I could find for a flamingo. And Pacific Knits hit the spot. Like, I have bought so many of her colorwork doodle patterns this last year. Last year, and or I should say just December, but December and then this year as well. So I have a flamingo pattern, and then Mom helped me pick out the colors. So the flamingo is a three color pattern. So these are for the legs, this is for the body, and this is for the beak. And then the main color for her socks is this. Oh, I should tell you what yarns they are. Okay, so this is Cascade Heritage Sock. It's 75.25, 100 grams. This is the colorway 5604, which is denim, which I really like. This is Universal Yarns Uni Merino Mini. This is the colorway Lipstick. This one is Peony. And this one is Nail Polish, which I really like that. So Mom bought those yarns, and then they got me. I'm supposed to be on a yarn band, but look at this. Oh my gosh. How could I just leave this in the store? So this is Cascade Heritage Prints. It's 75.25, so it's a sock blend. 100 grams, self-striping. I mean, look at that. Very excited to start on these. This is called Lilac's Swatch, is the colorway name. The color is 156 officially. So yeah, these will be socks. Also, while I was there, they have these notebooks that just looked so cute. I love these irises. It's just a plain notebook. Not sure what I'm going to use it for. Probably to store data of projects that I've done. But I really like the floppiness of it. Yeah. And then I told you we went to Joann's. The line was super duper long, so I was like, never mind. So I went to the Joann's here by me. And I found 2 of the 4 hooks that I was needing to fill out my Clover More set. So I got the I and the F. So very excited about that. I then got online and ordered the other 2 that I needed because none of the other Joann's had any Clover More hooks. I've looked around. So I got a J, and then my D hook is supposed to be here next week. I got a tulip. Let me pull it out. Hold on. So I use a D hook, a 3.25 millimeter hook for all my ladies, an amigurumi. So I've got this tulip hook, which is great. I love working with it, except on this side, it's got some raised numbers or letters to say that it was made in Japan. And the way I hold my hook, those rub on my pinky so bad. Like, oh, this hurts. Other than that, I would love these hooks. Like, they're great, and I love the name. So, of course, this is the size that's not here yet. So, I will have to get that later. But also at Joann, at my Joann's here, I was able to pick up the notions that I was looking at. They're just some little pins to put on my project bags. I saw this cute little kitty astronaut one. Yeah, I needed that one. And then I think this one's my favorite. It says Yarn Chicken Champion. I loved it. So yeah, that's all I've got. I did buy some stickers there that I put in the package with my cousin's present and sent them to her because she's a knitter, a fellow yarny person as well. So that is all for today. I hope to see you in a couple weeks. Trying to decide if I want to do a podcast or do another week of making. Let me know what you prefer. Both are fine for me. I feel like I've gotten out of practice because I've not been doing a podcast regularly. So maybe I will do another podcast just so I stay in the groove. Either way, you'll see me soon again, very shortly. So with that, I'll leave you. God bless. Bye.